Alright. What's up, guys? Um, Apologies for not being able to stream as much recently. It turns out when you don't force yourself to do an hour a day, it's kind of hard to find time to do a stream when you're in classes and have two jobs. Um, but I got a little bit of time tonight. I know it's really late, so I don't even think anyone will be here. Um, but uh, I'm probably gonna do 30 minutes ish. I want to get through like at least two more parts of this, two more parts of the Django tutorial, because these are like pretty long. Um, well, yeah, I think we can get through part 3, part 4, maybe part 5. We'll see how it goes. Um, but I think just keep going. That's about it. I made a new LinkedIn post for Any Food, and I've gotten some good reception. It's like it's really cool recently with Any Food. Like a lot of people outside of my circle that I know on campus are like using it, and like I'm hearing like from other friends of friends that like they hear about other people using it, which is really cool. I just thought I'd throw that in. Anyways, let's get to it. Alright. This tutorial begins where this left off. Sure, we're continuing the web pull application. Yeah, okay. Why Django? It's what my the company I'm interning for over summer works or uses. So I'm learning that. View is a type of web page. Let me zoom out on this. That's actually quite nice. Okay. View is a type of web page in the Django application that generally serves a specific function and has a specific template. For example, in a blog application, you might have the following views. Entry detail. Okay. Sure. In our pull application, we'll have the following 4 views. Question index page displays the latest few questions. Detail displays the question text with no results. Results is the results. Vote action. Sure. In Django, web pages and other content are delivered by views. Each view is represented by a Python function. Okay. So this is like the render thing, right? I've like briefly used Django before, and I think this is just like the render of this type of thing. Okay, cool. We get cool. I'm assuming this is also further in like was it URL conf or something? That's a grep it? Yeah. It's probably here. You think Django's better than Nest.js? I don't generally hold either opinion. I'm just relearning Django now. I don't know exactly what made them select Django, but also this is like the code of this was like has been built over like the past 10 years, and Next has only been a recent development. So it's not really like you spin up kind of a new side project that uses Next because it's like a new tech. You know, more legacy based. It's like why do people use Fortran? Because the weight fucking is. At least I think. I actually haven't asked like my manager why we use Django. Dude, I wish I could play music without just getting fucking copyright stricken. What's up, Eric? Django's kind of nice, but I'm not a huge fan of Python on the back end. Yeah, I think Django definitely makes it the best it can be. Also, Eric, was it you that got the internship? Dude, congrats, brother. I know I said it in the Discord, but big congrats. Big congrats. Super hyped, dude, as you should be. Did you say what type of tech stack are you working with, or like what role? Because I know you were into mobile dev for a bit, right? I think so. Sorry, no, intro. Okay, so mobile dev. Cool. That's really cool. I feel like mobile dev is like a good niche. So many people go into web dev, but so little people go into mobile. I feel like kind of for a good reason. Deploying mobile is just harder. Oh yeah, Flutter. Cool, cool, cool. I don't fully understand this syntax here. Why is it a %? I'm also going to be working on their Next.js stuff. Next you'll be able to pick up pretty quickly, especially if you've worked with like React Native stuff. Actually, Next is a little bit weird with like how their routing is. It takes like a little bit to get used to, for sure. But then it's like, once you get the design patterns, it's not too bad. I just don't know why we have these %. Whatever. Maybe it'll go expand later. I was just looking at, I just don't know why. So, is this kind of like how in like the SQL stuff, like inserting? It's so interesting they do it like that. React Native is relatively unperformant, has a lot of JS native callback issues, and generally has a lot of parity issues in my experience. Really only between Flutter and Composer. You're spitting ball knowledge. I didn't know that. I could have sworn, I don't really watch much mobile dev like content, but I could have sworn that there's one thing like comparing Kick and Twitch, like load times on mobile dev, and they were saying like Kick is significantly better because they're React Native based, but also like who's to say for me, because I don't know mobile dev. Percent question ID. Kick's website is located nice. That's what I'm saying. I mean, regardless of like the framework, you can always just like optimize the shit out of it. Like, dude, fucking TypeScript was, the compiler was JavaScript. They got that down to a reasonable thing. It's like, you're gonna really do anything. It's just like, how much pain are you willing to go into? Relatively interested, it could be that whatever. Yeah, for sure. I remember seeing swear maybe I saw it on Twitter or something. I could have sworn maybe it's like TJ. No, it wouldn't be TJ. Maybe Theo? Maybe? But he's more web than mobile. I don't know. Dude, one of these days I still need to get back into the trying to make the mobile version of NU Food and like make it an actual app. But I think that's gonna be my big side project over summer. I think that should be just my goal. Okay. All of this kind of makes sense, by the way. I'm like kind of doing this in the background, but it's like you define routes, you give a function to the route, give it a name, give it a path. Like, it's not too bad. How do I run this again? It's like Django. How the fuck do you start this? It's been like a week since I looked at this. Oh crap. New architecture still has a lot of issues. Controlled inputs still don't work. The new one. Let's see. Theo generally does not know what he's talking about. Banger. I feel like, I don't know, I'm very bipolar on like my opinion on Theo. But I do like his content. Like, it's still fun to watch. But sometimes, man. One second, I'm texting my mom back. It's entertaining, but he is quite factually wrong. I feel like for a good amount of web dev stuff, he has been in that space for a while. But it would make sense, like, for mobile dev that he doesn't really know what he's talking about. Granted, it's coming from me, who knows even less. Bro, what the fuck? I thought I just copied this. Please. Please. Cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, all this makes sense. Yeah, just Keep recursively going down. Sure. Question ID. Part of the string defines its name. The int part is a converter that determines... Okay. So it's kind of pattern protection. Okay. He just speaks out his turn. He made a whole video dogging on Flutter for using Skia. Then I mean... What the fuck? That's crazy. I don't know what the fuck Skia is, but surely we're not saying that's real bad when somebody else does it, and then that's real good when somebody we like does it. Surely. Okay, yeah. I mean, this is just saying, like, it can be an API. Which, like, shockingly, you can't just, like, you don't just return text all the time. Should we take in the question object from our models? Why is that from dot models? There's a problem here. The page's design is hard-coded in the view. If you want to change the way the page looks, you'll have to edit this in Python code. Oh, is this where you, like, yeah. Like, a long-ass time ago, I think I did a Django project for... This was Django, right? Yeah. I had my little templates. Yeah. Holy fuck, it's been so long since this project. 2 years ago. Functions.py. Oh god. So I'm getting sidetracked, but this is like my first big project. This was like before ChatGPT was like good at coding too. So it's just like a bunch of pile of dog shit from me. Like, what the fuck is this? Def clean that takes in dirty. Oh, that's so fucking funny. That's so fucking funny. Oh my god. Okay. Back on track. Okay. Actually, no, what should I do? Okay. Thoughts on me trying to find copyright-free music? Music for live streaming. Let's put some house in the background. Alright. Template settings. Let's create a directory called templates in your polls directory. Sure. Who am I to say no? Template settings. That's fair. I didn't unmute it. Can you hear it now? Okay. The default settings file configures a Django templates backend whose appders option is set to true by convention. Okay. So this is just describing search protocol. Then the templates directory you just created another directory. Wait, in the templates directory, we have polls, templates, polls. Let's fucking go, baby. Use Geeks for Study. I got directly told to use this one by like, or not directly told, but like suggested by my employer for summer. It was like, if you want to look at something, I suggest looking at this one. So that's why I'm looking at it. Template namespacing. Now we might be able to get away with putting our templates directly in polls templates rather than creating another polls subdirectory, but it would actually be a bad idea. Choose the first template. Ah, I see. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I forgot about this syntax, bro. It's so weird. It's like the fucking percents with ifs and then fors and then end fors and end ifs. This shit is so weird. Oh yeah, this is the one where, yeah, the shortcut of render. I remember this. I think I had this in here, maybe? This is so weird. It's like all coming back to me from like literally, yeah. Redirect, render template, redirect. All this shit's like coming back to me from like 2.5 years ago. That's kind of cool. Okay, so this is like essentially just passing the pairs of like the data we want to display. Oh, yes. I think I remember this. Because render, like, it pretty much passes the context to this. So this is like the equivalent of variables. Yeah, okay. Render function takes the request. Yeah, okay. We got this. Understood. Now let's check out the question. This just like should work right now, right? Like if we go to just polls. Yeah, there we go. What a dog doing? Cool. Cool. Tackle the question detail view, the page that displays the question text for a given poll. Oh yeah, that's not the key I wanted. I cannot type right now. Question ID. Accept question dot. Oh, interesting. Does it just natively get it does not exist? Or did we define that and I forgot it? No, it just natively gets one. That's pretty cool. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Shortcut. Ooh, that's quite nice. Get object or 404. Oh, nice. You don't even have to. That's quite nice. What's up, big dog? Why is this so ass? Get object or 404. Set question. And the primary key of question ID. You seen Inception? I have seen Inception. So now if we go details. Okay. No? Which one is this under? What did we attach detail to? So used dot lookup syntax access. Yeah, sure. Method calling happens in the for loop. Question dot choice set of all is interpreted as the Python code. Question dot choice set all. Interesting. Yeah, I'll definitely have to relearn this template guide stuff. It's like, I remember a decent amount of it, but not a whole ton. Just rewatched it and there's some pretty bad plot holes that just... I mean, isn't that like the case with like everything of those types of movies, it's like if you really, really analyze it, like they just won't be as good as you want them to be. Kind of tough to make like an ironclad movie. I wonder like what is like the biggest plot holes in like Interstellar or like his other sci-fi stuff. What's up, John? Like the music? Yeah, I finally thought I might as well just play like a royalty-free music in the back, because I always play Spotify, but then I just can't unmute it, or my channel gets like nuked with strikes, which sucks. A couple of approaches that it becomes challenging to change the rules on projects with lots of templates, however, since you define the name argument in the path. Oh yeah, because we can just pass that from the context. Okay. Yeah, okay, this makes sense. No, let him know by knock 2 should be DMCA free. Real? What type of music is that? Like house trap? That's quite cool. Let's try it out.
To another flow.
Appreciate that, big dog. The way this works is by looking up URL definition. Specified impulse.urls module. You can see exactly where the URL name. Yeah. Okay. Alright, I read that. Tutorial project is just one app. Pools and real Django projects might be 5, 10, 20. Yeah, I mean, just as the thing goes up. So add name, yeah. I remember this. In the pools URL files, go ahead and add. Add app name. Oh, interesting, okay. It's just another thing for an identifier. Ah, so we prefix with the... Yeah, okay. Makes sense. You just have to like prefix it so it pattern matches better. That actually makes a lot of sense, John, to be honest. Like, because both of them are kind of dynamically trying to change HTML based on like input. That's kind of all this is. That's just what template files are. In this, at least. Like, I'm very much not surprised with that. Alright, let's see how long this one is. It's not that long. Alright. I'm gonna try to finish this one and then head to bed. Alright. Let's continue. We're at a minimal form. Let's update our pull detail HTML. The last tutorials, the template contains a form element. I feel like I've added it. Okay, do I understand this? Form action takes in the URL prefix with the polls because we're using that namespace and the vote ending with a question ID, and it's a post because it's a field. I don't know what this token thing is. We'll probably figure that out later. Legend, if error message, we have an error message for choice in all the choices. Yeah, okay. All that makes sense to me. Quick rundown. The above template displays a radio button. Each question shows the value of each radio button. Maybe each radio button is choice, that means. Yeah, okay. I mean, this is just explaining a basic post. Interesting. This is like kind of like enumerate in a way. So putting a post form. Oh, it's like a course thing, maybe. Oh, not exactly, but get the point. Now let's create a Django view that handles the submitted data and does something with it. Remember tutorial 3, we did do that. Okay, reaction, dude, welcome to the fucking club. Welcome to the rest of the world. You don't get to use your little HTMX all the time. Questioned out choice. So, I wonder why my LSP isn't like connecting here. Definitely something I should look into before internship starts. Because I will be wanting autocomplete for this type of stuff. Div uses next with Redux and it sucks so hard. You go to your little side projects, you get to actually enjoy what you're typing. GraphQL is kind of crazy, I can't lie. GraphQL might be a little insane now. Dumb as rock. Render. You didn't select choice. How dare you? What's this else case? I guess that makes sense. What is this F object I'm indexing into though? I guess I'll read about it in a second. Just don't know why I'm not getting these like I'm not being able to pop up with what the fuck. Should be auto-corrected with it. Args equals. Wait, what is this? Why do I need a comma after that? Dude, a typing test? I'm like quite slow with this keyboard. sit up for this baddie. I mean, it's easier without punctuation and shit. I think that's what I'm really slow at. Oi. Quite slow. Dude, JavaScript, dude. No. I don't want to. Is that a thing? No. Where? Oh, there's an option? What the hell is it? What the hell is it? Like, I see these two, but I don't see, like, a code thing. Unless I'm stupid. Maybe here somewhere? Should probably just Control F code. What the fuck is it even scanning about? I cannot find this shit. Go back to the typing. And just click escape. Oh shit. What song is this? Rock Your World Mach 2. What is this? This is not JavaScript. This is hell. It's also because I have like I have this custom words. How do I? No, just random words. Text cannot be empty. Bro. God damn it. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. Dude, numbers. Oh yeah, mama. So any good YouTube channel or playlist to learn Python and Django based backend? I don't know of specific YouTube channels. I'm just walking through Django's like official docs, which I should finish because I need to go to bed soon. Alright, sidetrack done. Let's try to get this thing done. Where the fuck was I? I think I was here. Okay. Code includes a few things we haven't covered yet in this tutorial. What's up, Faith? Request.post is a dictionary-like object that lets you access submitted data by key name. Yeah, sure. Okay, that makes sense. Note that Django also provides the get, which also is intuitive. There's a key error. Okay, cool. A little type safety. F votes instructs the database to increase the vote counter by 1. Yeah, but what is this F object? Is kind of what I don't understand. Like, how can we just call F? Because it says F is not defined, but I know it's dynamically fixing it somehow. I don't know why. Like, why is it F? Give me more than a letter. After incrementing the choice count, code returns an HTTP response redirect. Okay. I mean, yeah, this is just basic stuff. We're using the reverse function. In this example, this function avoids having to hard code. Wait, where are we using reverse? I just don't. Where? Oh, function helps avoid having to hard code the URL, and the view function is given the name of the view that we want. Okay, that makes sense. And render, so this is just like the basic, the true basic. And then we're going to need to make our own HTML thing, and then we're going to do the context of the question, which is going to be the question. Yeah, same pattern for sure. Go to polls 1. Wow. What the fuck? Name choices not defined. What did I fuck up? Choice dot does not exist. First, do I need to import this? I did need to import it. Didn't select a choice because I didn't have a choice. Didn't make one. Is that deep? Dog. Yeah, I just didn't make options. Okay, cool. You think about saving a shitload of state on the client? Well, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, okay? Don't look at any food. Oh god. What is this little pluralize thing? What the fuck is that? What did I copy? What is this? For all the choices in the question choices, print out their text and then the vote count. Use generic views, less code is better. The detail and results views are very short. As mentioned above, redundant. It makes you use rather than a common case of order development, get data from the database. That's cool. A little abstraction. This view, detail view, let's convert our pull out to generic view system so we can delete a bunch of our own code. Okay, makes sense. So let's go into URLs. Change. Seems like all of this stuff. So what is this like detail view thing? Is this website? It's just Django's docs. Just going through their like learn Django tutorial. They like say that it's a generic, but then they don't like explain what the generic should be. Alright, whatever. Surely they'll explain it later. This is also really hard to read later. Surely that's better, okay. You know, it'd be funny if this website like wasn't made with Django. Why am I using the wrong fucking keys, bro? What am I doing? Name equals results, hey then. Come on. Come on. This is so infuriating. I can't type right now. I know it's because I'm very tired, but come on, man. Okay. Note that the name of the matched pattern in the path changed from question ID to PK because it's a primary key. This is necessary because we'll use it as, yeah. Let's amend views. So do we just keep everything? Can we just add these classes? What is this model equals questions? You don't really explain that. Generic is not defined. That doesn't make sense. I'm just gonna yank these, to be honest. I don't want to type them. Technically, yeah, there's decorators for those. They're not super common though. Each generic view needs to know what model it will be acting upon. This is provided using either the model attribute in this example model equals question. Oh, okay. So somehow it's like using this context somewhere else. Okay. Maybe in like, yeah, I guess it could be like that in the supers. By default, the detail view generic view uses a template called app name model name underscore detail. Okay. So that's why we have to specify it. Okay. Similarly, the list view generic view uses a default template called app name model name list. Yeah. Previous parts of the tutorial templates have been provided with a context that contains context variables for detail view. That's quite cool. Django is able to determine an appropriate name. Okay. We'll definitely need to look back over this stuff as well. Okay. It's been about an hour. I need to go to bed. So, I appreciate you guys all sticking with me for day number 2 of learning this whole Django thing. I'll be back sometime soon. What font do you use? I use Yosefka. Can pull it up. What would that be? Is it like Ghosty? Am I like forgetting? There it is. That's my font and stuff. What was I saying? Yeah, I will see you guys sometime soon. I don't exactly know when I'm going to be streaming next, whenever I have free time. Are you using Ghosty? Do you mean like how am I liking it, or? No, Ghosty's been out for like, since December. It's like officially dropped publicly a while ago. Like when I first started the streams. But yeah. Alright, I will see you guys all soon. Thanks for sticking around. Have a lovely rest of your nights. Bye-bye. Good night.